Ashley Scrapping Nerd, and I thought that I would do a layout share. I'm pretty sure I haven't shared all of these. There might be a few that I've shown before. I redid my craft room, and so I found a stack of layouts laying around, as well as the ones that I put where I normally put them. So I thought I would do a layout share so that I could get these put in their albums. And so I haven't done a layout share in a while, so I don't remember all of the, if it was a Scrap Lift Crafternoon, if it was, a Follow Sketch February, or, all the various things that we all know and take part in. So if you like something, definitely check out the video. They all have videos on my channel, and you can see all of the details, original creator or who the hop was for. So make sure that you check that out. And so this one, I really love this one. And I remember I did this one when I had to go away for work. And so I took a bunch of scrapbook stuff with me to the hotel room so that when I was back there by myself, I could scrapbook. And I actually got a lot done, and I was surprised at that. But this one was one of them. And I really like, this is a Tim Holtz stencil here. And I really like how that came out, that I add kind of the sun rays behind that. And I think this is just a mixture of collections that I had. This is my mom, for her birthday, we went on a cruise. And these are all of her friends and my husband. And so that one I really like. That's cute. And then this one, I'm pretty sure this one was a Scrap Lift Crafterdoon because there's a triangle. Usually when there's a triangle, I didn't come up with that on my own because I'm not a fan of triangles. But then, I like this layout. I like it in the end, but I never am like, ooh, I should make a triangle. This is a camera stencil, and I think this one is a Simple Stories stencil. This is a really old title I've had in my stash, so that's fun to just get that out. It seems like this is all stash busting things. This is my husband and I in Puerto Rico at this fort, and it had these really tiny stairs. There's a million stairs you had to go up and down, but I like how that one came out too. I mean, I'm gonna like how they all came out, but here's this one. This is another one that I did while I was away for work. And this one's really cute. I cut out this. This is when we were in New York, and we laughed because it was pouring rain. So we bought these ponchos that says, I love New York. So nothing says tourist, more than that. And so I cut this out of a paper and put it on with this yellow. And I actually like how that turned out because I could have done red to pull out of this photo, but I like how it kind of is opposite of the photo and matches everything, the inking and everything. And then this is a sticker. It says New York that I got while we were there. So that's cute. New York souvenirs. This was on something we bought. This is a tag, but I was like, well, that's perfect because that's what those are. And I actually have these still, and I think on this side I'm just gonna cut out the I love New York and just put it in the scrapbook album. I think that would be cute. Okay, and then this is a pocket page, and I have a series on my channel called Pocket Full of Fun, and it's where I work on my pocket pages. It looks like I only did this side of it, and these are when we were in the Bahamas, and we were snorkeling, and these are, you can't really probably see in the video, but there's the little tiny fishes here, and it was so clear, I could see my feet in the water. I was amazed at how clear it was. And then I did a little bit of stenciling here. Looks like gesso or paste of some sort. And I think this is an older collection too. And then this is just some wordy bits that I have. Oh, see guys, the things I didn't know what was in these because I've just piled them on. So this one's a fun one. This is I cut this spider web from my Cricut, so it's just a cutout, and then I backed it with different Halloween papers. And this is a picture of my best friend and her family, and they were the Addams family for Halloween. And I love putting people in front. This is my Halloween tree and then my fireplace, and I love decorating for the holidays, and so I love making people stand in front of it so I can take their pictures. When we come, we have an annual Halloween party. So, but this turned out cute, and I love all of the different patterns together. Okay. This one is a panoramic of the Grand Canyon, and this is fun because I take these and I haven't always scrapbooked them, and this is a lot of different stash as well. This is cut out from a paper, I think from a paper pad. I believe this is also a paper pad. This is from stickers I've had forever. So I like how this turned out. This is probably a scrap lift crafternoon with all the paper layering. I don't normally do that on my own. And then this banner here. But I do like how this turned out, and then it just is this beautiful picture of the Grand Canyon that I took. These are all upside down, guys. Sorry, I probably should have went through them before I started recording. This is great. We were in on the cruise, and we were in Puerto Vallarta, and this is a donkey, and so this is my mom petting this donkey, and it's adorable. And this is also Scrap Lift Crafternoon because of these. I remember cutting these, and I like how it turned out. And it's funny, this was a deer that I had, and I just cut off the antlers, and I was like, it's a donkey, right? But I think it looks really cute, and I like using this collection that's kind of girly for this photo of my mom and the donkey, but that's cute, and I like that says travel notes. Adorable. Oh, so cute. This is Mr. Yoda, and he has on his Christmas tie, and I cut this Santa out. I don't know who that die is from. It's a Sizzix die, and so I cut the Santa out in the different patterns, and I didn't want to make him like the traditional red and white suit because I had red and white background, and so I did this different kind of color palette for Santa, and then I used Nuvo drops for his beard and mustache so that it's kind of got texture. And this is cute. This is a very like diagonal layout. So cute. Okay, again, I probably should just turn these all around. It seems like they're all that way. Now that I did that, the next one will probably be upside down. This is when we were in Mazatlan, and we were watching the cliff divers. So this is just a picture of my husband sitting there and watching the cliff divers. And I like how this turned out. And this is Wanderlust Explorer, and I'm obsessed with this collection. I love it so much. And then I did these stencil in the background, and these circles are from Scrap-A-Sketch stencils, and I love them. And it comes like the stencil is a bunch of them, but I always do just like do one and put them around. It's one of my favorite stencils. And so yeah, and a bunch of layering and stuff, but the Wanderlust Explorer is one of my favorites. I just did a layout with this collection. It's probably at the bottom of this pile because I just love it. Okay, so then this one's when we were in Puerto Rico, and this is fun. This is I think it's 49 and Market, their new beach collection, and I love this. And this was fun because like this part and this part is part of the background paper, and sometimes when it comes to 49 and Market, it's hard to use the papers because there's so much going on, or like how it makes for a frame for your photo, and sometimes it's hard because like personally it would be cool if the palm tree was over a picture, but you know, that's a lot to cut out to slide a picture in, but it's something you could do. But so here instead I kind of put it to this side, and then since I had the laser cut elements of this collection, I just put the flowers that match these on top so that they kind of go over the photo, and that kind of helps to incorporate the the background into the photo. And then this is a 5x7 of us in front of the I Love Puerto Rico sign with the cruise ship in the back. And I like the little waves. I use some of these epoxy dots that I have for a million years, and I put some black ones in the flowers, which I think is cute. It makes the centers stand out. So that's a fun one. This one is a picture of my mom and her dog in her Jeep, and it's just adorable because her dog has little goggles on. And I don't know what collection this is. It might have just been a bunch of scraps. I know that like this, I think, is A Simple Stories, like the words I put together here, Summer Cruising. These I've had forever, these like driving things. Dogs Are a Girl's Best Friend and all the paws I probably put, or I've had forever. And then I had this little duck here because it's a thing for Jeep people that they have ducks in their Jeep and then they give ducks to other Jeep people. Things I didn't know, but my mom's in the know since she has a Jeep, and so I had to put this little duck here. But that turned out cute, and it's a grid layout, so it's probably a scrap lift crafternoon. This one's fun. This one's just a picture of my husband and I in the Bahamas, and I think this is a Simple Stories collection. It's that same, because it's like a retro collection, but I cut some clouds out, made like a sun here, and I pulled in this little VW bug. I'm trying to do more of just putting it like we're in the beach or in the water, in the ocean. And instead of using ocean themed paper for everything, because especially like the cruise, it would be all beach themed. I wanted to just try different things and have fun little embellishments with the picture. And so I like how that turned out. And then, oh, see, I think now this is the new collection, because these are the recent ones. I just did this one. This one is a Scrap Lift Crafternoon, and I really like how this one turned out. Popping some floral up there. She's adorable, Little Miss Bailey, and that one's really cute. Got a lot of that collection used up. This one's fun. This is for a series I just started. This is the first layout, Collection Roulette, and it's where I just take my photos and then I blindly select a collection in my stash and use it for the photos. And that way I can use up some of my stash collections and get photos scrapped, and I don't have to like sit here and think, oh, I need to wait till I find some phone booth paper or something, you know. So it's nice to get some collections used up, and then it's like, well, look, and then I could pull in some of my my stash for words, like this collection with the papers and I think then these little tags here. This is not a travel collection, but I got the papers used and it looks really good. And then I could pull in some of my fun stash that I have, my ephemera that I just collect. That's not part of a collection that I've had forever. And then I can use that. So it says Travel Buddies and Adventurers wasn't part of this collection, but then I use this collection and I add that and it works out really good. So that's gonna be a fun series on my channel. This one's fun. This is a Scrap Lift Crafternoon, and I took a paper and I cut this out at the top, and I think the original creator had tags here, and I just used some cut aparts. These are my two puppy dogs. We got Bailey and Yoda, and they're just out sunbathing. So I used the Hey There Sunshine from the collection, and you know, just a fun little photo. It turned out cute. Ooh, a good Christmas layout. Love a good Christmas layout. This one was when I was in Jerome at a Christmas store, and I love me a good Christmas store. So this is a cut file, and I don't know, I think this is $49 at Market, but don't quote me, I don't remember. Again, all of these are on my channel, so you can go if you like something, or you could just drop a comment below and ask, and I will do the investigation for you. But this is cute, and this is a frame that I used behind the photo instead of putting the frame on top. put it behind, and that looks really cute. So I like how that turned out. Oh, here's another one of my Pocket Full of Fun pages. And this one's fun. It has a flip element. And I like doing these because like these are just photos of the beautiful scenery. My husband takes a lot of scenery photos, and some of them I just love, like this little boat just out here in this incredibly blue water when we're in the Bahamas. And so I want to scrapbook them, but I don't want 100 layouts of just one boat picture. And so that's one of the reasons I love doing pocket pages in my scrapbooks, and then they always get saved till the last, which means they rarely get done. So that's why I started the Pocket Full of Fun series on my channel, so that it makes me do these sooner rather than later. And I want to add fun things to them. And so this is okay, sorry about that. So, you know, if somebody dares walks on the street, the dogs lose their mind. But as I was saying, this is a flip flap, and so it adds just a fun element to the pocket page. And so got some more of those photos, and I've only done this side, and I pulled in some wood veneers, wood chipboard, and glittered them. And this one is one of the ones from the dollar store that I just glittered. And so it's fun just putting things on the pictures and adding this fun element. I cut this out of the Cricut, and it says Ocean View, it had this pretty boat on there, so that's fun. So yeah, Pocket Full of Fun pages on my channel. This one's a fun layout. This is us for snorkeling, and I cut, this is a paper, had the waves, and so I cut them out and just piled them on, and I used my stylus and drew each of the lines so that it would have texture in it, and this little cruise ship sticker. And then I put this down here, and the idea originally was this was going to be underwater. I was going to have the waves and then all this above, but it covered the sun. So then I just had the waves, and I forgot that I wasn't doing the under the sea part anymore, and so then I still made this cluster. So I don't know that, you know, the fish should be swimming on the waves, but it's fine. We'll just try not to think too literally about this cluster down here. I mean, to be fair, the seahorse isn't up in the sky with the sun either, so you just can't focus too much on that part. I got to use one of these palm trees, which I've had forever, and I have many of them, and I just love them because it looks like real sand here, and I love how they're layered, so I could put, you know, one layer behind and the second above the photo. But it's just a fun photo of us in this little beach clam shell thing, because I am a ginger and I'm very white, and so we do not sit in the sun, and especially in the Bahamas, no. So I rented this little clamshell that I could sit under, you know, instead of just sitting in the open sun and turning into a lobster. And so that's a fun one. This one is my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. I pulled in a bunch of just 49 Market things that I have, and I have a million of these leaves because I bought 2 packs at different times, so at least I know I really like them. But I wanted to make a wreath with them, and then I thought, well, it'll be cute if they're kind of behind this circle, so it is a wreath but not a wreath kind of thing. And so I really like how this turned out, and this is the bird in front of Margaritaville, and he's so colorful, and so I think that this collection worked out perfectly for that. So that's fun. It is a very sturdy layout though, because I put this up on foam, and so it's like stiff. That'll turn very just in the layout. There's no give to that one. This one I love. This is when Miss Bailey graduated her beginner dog training class, and this is a picture of her diploma. And so it's fun. This is like using these little animals here from Stash. I just love that they have the little googly eyes that move. And then I just stuck little graduation hats on them. And pulled in some like little graduation ephemera that I have. And this says, "You're so possum." And I think that's great. She's adorable with her graduation hat as well. So that's a fun one. Another one of Mr. Yoda at Christmas. It's a different year, but you know, this guy, he's such a sport, but I always give him a cookie, a little dog cookie after he gets, or after he lets me dress him and take pictures of him. And he's done this for his whole life. And so he knows, and he just sits and poses with whatever mom puts on his head for whatever holiday it happens to be. And then he gets a treat. And so he's just adorable. So this is a little like snow beanie, and it had these little tails on it, and he's just adorable. And so this was a Scraplift Crafter Noon, I believe, and or maybe an Iron Crafter, because I used these. I'm not sure. I should stop guessing and just tell you guys to go to the video. But I really like how this turned out. I got these used up. These were wood pieces, and I painted them and put splatters on them, and so that turned out really cute. Adorable. Okay, and then this one's fun. This is just my husband and I, and we were in we were on the cruise, Dominican Republic maybe, and we were waiting for our tour to start. Nope, St. Thomas. We were waiting for our tour to start, and so we were just sitting here, you know, and taking selfies. It's just what I do. And using up, this is an older collection, and I like that. It says Explore, Vacay Vibes. So it's just fun putting a bunch of clusters and creating this like mixed media over these really bright papers. And I put gesso down to try to kind of fade out the paper so that my mixed media would show. So okay, this one's fun. This is we were at Amber Cove, and then these are the photos that they take of you. When you get off the cruise ship, you can have them take photos of you. And so they had us in different poses, and I liked this one. So this one's a bigger photo, and then I did the two smaller ones on the side, and it says let's always be adventurers. And so I think it turned out cute, and I love a good photo corner as an arrow. I do that a lot because I don't really like photo corners, but I mean, you guys make them look great. All of you put photo corners, and I love them, and then I just don't like them. So then I usually, in the collections that give me photo corners, I usually use them as arrows. But yeah, I like how that turned out. And this is also, I gutted the back paper, but because it's $49 in Market, it's nice sturdy paper. And so this is another one that's definitely not bendy. This is one of my new favorite collections, and it's from Stamperia Furry Friends, I think is the name, and I have purchased all of the bits for this one as well. And I just love these chipboard elements here. It's adorable. And then this is Miss Bailey when we first got her, and she was so tiny. Now she has these little chicken legs, and she's tall. But this is just a fun layout, and I like having the two different patterns there, and with the black it looks really good. And then, like I said, this is the one I just posted on my channel for Scraplift Crafter Noon using the Wanderlust Explorer, and I like how this turned out. And the original creator had it in a diagonal, and so yeah, so that's fun, guys. Thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, I would love to have you, so go ahead and hit the buttons below. And again, all of these are on my channel, so if you want to know who the original creator was, or the hop that it was, or the collection it was, you can either leave a comment below and I will investigate for you, or you can just go to my channel and find the video. I try to put the picture of the layout in the thumbnail so that you can find it a lot easier. And I hope that you all enjoy the new things I started on my channel. The collection roulette is going to be fun. The pocket full of pages will be fun. We can get some of those pocket pages done, get some of these collections used up. I got to try to get away from being so themey with all of my pictures and layouts, because sometimes I don't scrap a a picture just because I'm like, oh, I don't know, I don't have paper to match that theme. Well, Lord knows I don't need any more paper. I have enough stuff in my craft room. So those will be really fun. So again, I hope everyone has a great day, and bye.